guys, welcome back. So we are on Vlogmas day 9, and here we are with another sit down vlog this time. You know, I love to do these inspirational videos to encourage, inspire, uplift. So what a perfect day to release this too. It's going to be Wisdom Wednesday when you're watching this. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We're almost to Christmas, y'all. And thank you. Let me just say this. Thank you if you've been following along this far with Vlogmas, 12 days of Vlogmas this year on A Moment with Amisha. Thank you for making it this far. I hope you will continue on. We're almost done. So this has been so fun, and a lot of different things going on throughout the days. So if you haven't watched 1 through 8, go ahead and catch up and come on back to this one. But anywho, in this video we are talking about the topic of people pleasing. What is people pleasing? People pleasing is, you know, we know when we want to just overindulge in trying to appease someone. You're just wanting to go that extra mile to make someone happy, to always, you know, put yourself on the back burner. You're always consumed and concerned about making someone else happy. Maybe it's coming from a place of low self-esteem. Maybe it's coming from a place of not wanting to feel rejected. It's just very toxic. It's a toxic trait to have. I'll get to me in a second, but it can be very difficult. It can be very tempting to not fall into a people-pleasing type of situation. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting to talk about this, because especially during the holidays, when, you know, we're all kind of like, we feel we feel very pressured to, you know, to please our loved ones or please our friends, and buying that perfect gift and maybe spending money that we don't have. So, you know, I thought it was too fitting to bring this topic forth, because, you know, we have to make sure we set boundaries for one, and that we're clear with our expectations with others and how we interact with others, because it's really easy to fall into that trap of wanting to just do, and there's nothing wrong with doing for a person, but make sure it's in a healthy way. I also want to say this too before I get into, you know, get a little deeper in here. I feel like we have to also be careful that we make the distinction between honoring someone and then being a people pleaser, where you're just doing all the things to try to make this person happy. I think there's a difference between honoring a person and doing that, because, you know, if you admire someone and they've just done great work to you, maybe they've served you in some kind of capacity or way, then it's totally okay to want to honor them and just, you know, show that you appreciate them, versus, you know, just maybe this could just be a boss or a supervisor, or I don't know, maybe some kind of superior, and you just feel like you just have to do all the things to make them happy and keep them happy, and you know, you're just, you know, even to the expense of or the detriment of your own self, you know. So I just want to make that distinction there. I'm not talking about I'm not trying to say it's wrong to honor someone. I'm on the other end saying that, look, we have to be careful about you know, being a people pleaser, and learning how to set boundaries about how much you do for a person, and then the reason behind why you're doing what you're doing too. That matters as well. So I just wanted to make sure I make that distinction there, because I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression that, oh, you know, we're not supposed to do anything for anyone. No, I'm not saying that. It is absolutely fine to serve and want to give and do for others. It's just knowing the meaning behind it, where it's coming from, and then really all that you're doing, you know, all that matters. So just want to throw that out there. But anyway, so people pleasing, I'll just say this. I thought about myself and how I fit into this people pleasing thing, and as I was like sitting and thinking, like, what story do I have that I can bring, you know, to this vlog, and just kind of like explain this is what I went through with people pleasing. And I'm not trying to sound like I have it all together, but I really don't have a story where, you know, I just realized that I just was becoming someone else or doing too much for a person. I don't have that story. I feel like from an early age, I learned to just be myself and you know, if you don't like me, you don't like me. I mean, we all want to fit in and things, but I just feel like, thinking back, that's all I can remember. It's just, I don't really have a story of being a people pleaser. Now, that doesn't mean I've never been tempted to want to do a whole lot for someone or want to feel accepted in some kind of way, and then I wanted to just really, you know, do whatever I had to do to get there. Not to say I've never felt that way, but to actually just become, you know, to become drawn into like the whole of people pleasing, I don't really think I've ever been there. Yeah, I just feel like from an early age, I just knew the difference. I guess because I was raised that way, you know, just be yourself, and just, you know, if people don't like you, they don't like you. Everybody's not going to like you. I mean, and I think I just understood that at an early age, and I just don't remember, you know, trying to be something that I wasn't, or trying to get someone to like me in a certain way, like, and then trying to be something that I wasn't. So yeah, I don't really have a story there, but I will say this: I've had experiences where other people have tried to influence me to be a people pleaser. I've had that to happen before. There was during the time back when I was teaching, I remember that I started at this brand new school, and we had orientation for the teachers and things, and this was my first time meeting, you know, the staff and the other teachers and things, and brand new, spanking new. I didn't know anybody. Like, I'm in a whole new city. I don't know anybody. I'm just meeting everyone, and you know, we're at orientation, we're doing different things, and I've already interviewed with the principal, so I was familiar with her. I didn't know her quite that well, but I remember the principals made a statement to me, and I think maybe some other teachers or whatnot were doing, you know, laughing. I think these were teachers that were already at the school. Let me just put that out there. They were already there. They already knew each other, and they were having a conversation or doing something, and they were just like having a good time, just cutting up. And you know, here I am. I'm new. I'm just still trying to learn everyone and looking around and just observing. I'm quiet anyway, so I'll put that out there too. So of course I'm not going to be doing the most because I don't know anybody. But I remember she came to me and she said, you know, she didn't just bust out with this, but I'm sure there was some other conversation, and then I remember her saying to me, you know, you should try to be like them. You should try to be more like them. And I don't even remember what I said back. I probably, you know, I don't know. I don't remember what I said back. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I should be more like them. Like, what? Did you really just say that? Like, what am I supposed to be like? What's wrong with me being me? And you know, it just struck me for a moment. Now I didn't know how to really react to that. I didn't know what she really meant by that. So I just remembered, you know, having that experience and feeling like, well, why do I need to be like them? Like, I'm brand new here. I don't know anyone, and I don't think I was being standoffish or anything. I was just probably observing and trying to figure out who, you know, who's who, and maybe who, you know, I just didn't know the other teachers like that. So it was just really weird to have someone tell you that, and to just like, what do you do with that information, you know? So I think that was a moment where I was kind of presented to be a people pleaser. Like, maybe I need to be more like them, and then she'll be more, you know, easy going towards me, or I don't know. It's just, you know, that's a moment where you have to really examine the situation and be like, no, I'm not going to be more like them. I'm going to be me. People pleasing can be very tempting. Can be very tempting because, like I said, it's only natural for all of us to want to feel accepted and, you know, included in things. Nobody wants to feel rejected or you know, looked down upon or whatever. So I think it's very important that we set those boundaries. We know who we are, first of all, because I think that can play a part too. When you don't know who you are, you don't know, you know, the value that you have as a person, you can look for value in trying to be like someone else, or making someone else happy who's, you know, maybe higher up than you are. You may look at that as, oh, let me do all that I can for them, and that'll give me rank, that'll give me status. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with honoring a person, but I'm never gonna just, you know, go about that the wrong way, where I'm just overindulging and over, you know, just trying to do too much for a person to win their approval. It's just not worth it. I know who I am. I know the value that I have as a person, and I don't ever want to my worth to be determined by someone else. And I think that's very important to remember. Just know your worth, know who you are, know the value that you have as a person, that you bring to the table. Maybe you aren't where you want to be in life, but that doesn't mean that you have to kiss someone's butt to get to where you want to be. You don't have to do that. Give honor when it's due, but let it be after that. You don't have to be agreeing and yesing and amening to everything that you may or may not agree to. So I just think that's very important. And if you all have had any people-pleasing experiences, please leave them down. I would love to know or to hear those stories, or share any tips about what, how to deal with people-pleasing, and or what to do or say when someone approaches you as to encourage you to not be yourself. Like, how do you deal with that? So I'd love to know about that more in the comments down below, so please comment. But yeah, you guys just keep in mind, with the holiday season things, and even with relationships, be yourself. It's okay to make someone happy. There's nothing wrong with even making someone happy, or to please them at all. But it's just in the way you go about it. Make sure the intent behind it is pure, is healthy, is coming from a good place. If you want to honor someone, honor them. But after that, let it be. You don't have to kiss, as I say, kiss tail all the time. Like, just be who you are, because that is enough. All right. So I hope this helps someone. I hope it encourages, inspires, or uplifts you. Like I said, leave comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 10. And yeah, thank you for spending a moment with Amisha. Bye.